Big up all those in YouTube land. Chelsea beat Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. Ten Hag gets the sack. And Rodri is Ballon d'Or winner. Did I just hear that right? Let's get into this. Big up to all those in YouTube land. How are we this Monday evening? I got my boys with me, my partner in crime as well, JPT. Big up, brother. How are you?
Oh man, I had a perfect Sunday, but well, I'm not going to go into that. Just it was good. It was calm. It was nice. Got to see Chelsea win. Got to see for all any American football fans a somewhat of a miracle of a win for my team. And it was good. It was good. How about you? How about you? How was your weekend?
Yeah, did a watch along. We beat Newcastle just. Got to see Spurs
Only
lose.
just.
Got to see Man United lose. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'll tell you what, yeah, I was doing the watch along with TT, yeah. This guy gave me a heart attack.
Oh, don't do
Like,
it,
he's all
man.
like,
Don't do
oh
it.
no, it's over. And it's like, what's the matter? He's like, they got a free kick. And it's like, you what? Like, don't do this to me, bro. Like, you're gonna give me a heart attack. You made my wifey nervous, bro. That's how bad it was. No, notorious Primo in the building, of course. How you doing, Prime? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Big up to you. How about you, TT? How you feeling? You calmed down from yesterday? Not another delay, is there?
It's probably going to come back soon.
Alright. Well, I'll ask TT when he's returned to his mic. He might have just got called away. I don't know. Because he cuts in and out sometimes. So, yeah.
I
Right.
beg your pardon?
We might as well start on. Oh, yeah. I was like, how are you today? You good?
No, I'm
After
not good. You know,
yesterday.
I'm. Nah, I'm not. I'm not good, man. I'm not good.
Why? Do tell.
You know, Man United had one job, and you know they didn't fulfill that job. You know, they feel on and off the pitch. It's just depressing.
Um. Right. Okay. I'm assuming he's imagining. But we should have kept Ten Hag in the job for at least one more week. Because everyone thinks that now Man United have got Van the Man up, Van the Man leading the ship. Yeah, they're gonna be a much greater force somehow. Okay. Yeah,
Listen, man.
JPT showing his age, literally.
And then you see that they're hyping up that Amarim's already got the job.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm still Southgate in myself. Southgate,
Southgate,
mate.
Watergate, Polgate, I don't
Bro,
care.
that's Southgate, bro. I'm telling you, United fans, man, the future lies with Southgate. Look what he did for England. Look what he
Yep.
did for England. Big up, baby girl in the building.
They got Miss Goofy.
My Blues crew, TT and No Notorious Prime 2. Yeah. Big up DJ Crane in the building. Hope you're doing good, brother.
Hell of a game for Arsenal
Mr.
and Liverpool.
Wolfie. Well, it seems to be. Well, there was quite an interesting weekend of football.
Oh
And
yeah.
it seems to suit us actually quite well because because Newcastle lost, obviously, Spurs lost, and Man United lost, and we won. So it's primo, it's Spanish. Okay, you're Spanish notorious today, notorioso,
Primo.
the notorioso.
But doesn't primo mean cousin? What the heck?
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
does.
does. Yeah, it's primo in Spanish. Well, oh yeah, well, I thought it was notorioso is in Spanish for notorious.
I think you just put notorious and put an O at the end of it and call it Spanish.
He's right. He's got me. He's got me bang to rights. Hey TT, hope you're okay. Says Mrs. Okay. Big up TT. But anyway, my cousin twice removed. Okay, yeah. So that's primo. Anyway, let's get into this. Right. First of all, we'll just start off with actual Chelsea business. Right, and I'll chuck it up to Prime first because he's the only one I haven't basically spoken to about it yet. Give me your thoughts on the Newcastle Chelsea game yesterday, bro. First off, and we're gonna do this in halves, all right? So, because give me your opinion in the first half, please. if he's not eating.
Mhm.
Who are you talking to?
You.
He's asking you to go first.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. I think the first half. I think we started off. We started off brightly. Um, we were getting in behind. I think part of Maresca's game plan was like he could have approached the Newcastle game one of two ways. Either like uh try and draw Newcastle out and play with our pace in behind with Madueke, Neto, and Jackson, or start Enzo and start Sancho and play more of a controlled possession game. And he went with the pace. It took Newcastle about 20 minutes to figure that out. Eddie Howe adapted to it. They sat slightly deeper near the end of the first half, but we had so many chances in that first half that um, we could have been 2-3 up before they equalized.
3.
Like we had quite a few chances that we failed to kind of like get the final ball in or put away. I think we played overall well in the first half. To be fair, uh, Jackson, I think you had to put in. You just want to speak about the first half. You just want to speak about the first half. You don't want to speak about the actual game.
No, yeah, I'm gonna ask now because I actually think it was a game because I'm not being funny. We were decent in the first half, but unbelievably shit in the second. So I actually think
I don't think we were actually bad in the second half. I'll be real.
No, it was just the
well,
last 20 that maybe we looked bad because
well,
that's when Newcastle putting
I,
pressure on
I
us.
don't even think we looked bad in the last 20.
Really, they were all
Well,
over us.
Yeah,
well,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're
put it
bad.
this way.
Yeah.
We'll leave the second half for a minute because
All right.
obviously there were two kinds of performances. Because I'm in agreement with Prime. We started off really brightly, but it kind of I'm gonna have my say once I've asked everybody else. So I've asked Prime. JBT, what's your opinion? What did you make of that first half?
Yeah. If you can speak a bit louder, JPT, we can't hear you.
Oh shit! Because I was gonna light up. I was like, wait, what? I was trying not to get this like too loud. There you go. Now
Yeah, we
what was
can't hear you, bro. You're muted. We can't hear you.
but you can hear me now. I'm guessing.
No, we can't hear you. You're still muted.
God damn you, Prime.
How dare
Oh,
you?
you figured it out. You figured it out.
Yeah, I was like, is my computer broken? No, but Prime was right.
No, I'm joking.
I think we could have gone 3-0. Palmer's goal being disallowed, which kind of goes into a little bit of. I know there was a little bit of I guess animosity might be the right word for compared how they are doing the VAR check for that compared to how they did it for Isaac, his own goal. But yeah, that I mean we were just showing that we were going for the kill early on. And because we know how we come out in the second half usually, especially everyone's been kind of like noticing that we come to strike in the first 10 minutes going into the second half. But Jackson again, I think he did a great game. I think he was just one pass away from having like the perfect game in my opinion because there was an opportunity for I think at this point it would have been the second goal, where it was him Noni to his right and then Palmer running to the middle. If he just made the pass to Palmer, it would have been a goal, but he tries to give the ball to Noni. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think that our attack has been getting better, has been improving. I think even Noni has been improving, and I think some of his decisions were correct for this game for once. Um, did anyone really miss Sancho in the first half or in the game at all?
Not for
I
me.
mean,
Not for me.
me neither. I honestly, I think I'm glad that we had Mudryk coming into the second half, especially seeing how he's developed his own decision making.
Wait, sorry. What was your question? You said.
Oh, did you like miss Sancho at all? And not even just in the first half, but in the whole game? Like, did you see him
No,
missing?
this wasn't the sort of game that actually would have suited Sancho.
Right, and I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that we had that type of options. For our wings. The one big upside from having like 100 wingers is that we have different types of playing styles. But I think everyone was great. Surprised to see James in the starting lineup, especially as a left back. But uh, all right, it worked, and he's someone I'm sure when we go talk about the second half that like this guy was a big missing piece in our defense and the team overall. But I think it was fine. I think one. We should have. I think we should have gone up 2-1 by the halftime. I mean, even if we give Isaac's goal, is fair enough. Defense was
Mm.
asleep again. We're not gonna go into clean sheets very often throughout the season. Like I said, my kind of like joking prediction of we'll be lucky to get 5 clean sheets at max. Right now we still only have 2 in the Prem.
And that
Uh,
Isaac goal was very stoppable, by the way.
it could have been really preventable. But you saw when the bullet was coming, they're like overlapping into the wing. I was like, yeah, it's gonna come. Once the second he makes that cross, it's gonna be a
What
goal.
did I say to you guys the other day? Why is it this guy's been so quiet? It'll be so like him to score against us and break his duck. And what did he do?
True. True.
I mean,
So what I'm hearing, Wolfie, is that we should blame you for Isak scoring. Okay, that works with me.
Yes,
is that the
I'm
third
the
time he scored
oracle. I
against
predict the
us?
future. Pardon?
Is that the third time he scored against us?
Yes, because I think he scores virtually every time he plays against us. To be honest, he's starting to become like Fernando Torres. Right? I swear that's why we bought him, because we were just sick and tired of him scoring against us.
And I think who gave the
Torres!
and of course one of our former academy boys I think was the one that provided the assist. Was it Lewis Hall that gave them the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Man, let me let you guys finish saying your bits on the first, then I'll say my bit, because so you got anything else to add about your
No,
first half
that's
analysis?
pretty much it. Yeah, just everything
Tyrone,
gone up.
cool. Tyrone, what do you think of the first half, bro? I actually didn't watch it with you, so I don't know what you thought of it.
The first half. The first half of what?
What do you think, Chelsea versus Newcastle?
Oh, the man.
Your tea and biscuits.
Yeah, it was just listen. I fell asleep for the first 30 minutes. Um, like
Thank you,
I
Tyrone,
mean,
and that's Tyrone.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm
Is
being
he there
honest.
or what?
But so I had so no, listen, you have to take into account, the time difference. It was still kind of early for me still. So like, I woke. JPT is killing
Aren't
me.
you in the same time zone as I am?
Probably.
Well, I don't know. You have to tell me. But anyways, though, seriously, on a serious note, all jokes aside, I think for the first half, we could have been at least 2 goals up. Uh, we we we, we didn't work the chances well enough. We had created opportunities. So I think it was same old Chelsea that we've seen this season. I mean, it's just about not converting, and eventually we're left to pay for not adding to that, to the lead that we had, and eventually we concede. So at the end of the day, yeah, well, it's the end of the day for me now. So at the end of the day, we have to ensure that we remain clinical. It's the same thing for the second half, but I'm not gonna go into that. First half, we could have done better, but it wasn't bad. We just needed to convert more.
Fair enough. Well, my problem with the first half is, and Prime alluded to it, right? In the first 20 minutes, we were doing cross-field. We were doing something I didn't expect us to go. We were doing kind of almost long balls. Just pumping it up over their shoulders, trying to make them turn, running behind them, like Prime said about using the pace. But the thing is, I just think, right, and after that 20-minute period when they adapted, you saw a struggle, and you kind of didn't see Enzo adapt back, if you know what I mean. Like, and that continued into the first half, and we're up to where they scored, and we never looked comfortable after that point. You know what I mean? It was almost like we were counter-attacking them a lot, to be honest. And even when I think, don't get me wrong, the goal was beautiful. The way like Palmer spreads it out to Neto, Neto doing what, because that's the one thing I do like about Pedro Neto. That guy's got a beautiful left foot, whether it be a partial shot. If it's an easy one, he'll make it like that. And he saw Jackson sitting there. Jackson's finish was well taken, by the way. That's how I want to see him finish more often. You know what I mean? And building up on Brian.
Jackson misses that chance last season.
Yeah, I was about to say he would have
Possibly, yeah,
easily
possibly.
made
If
He's
you
like him or
watch it
Sterling.
back, the way he's running into the box, he slows just as he's about to enter the box. He
Here's up,
slows his
Andy.
run and he takes it in his stride. He misses that last season, bro, or he
Bro,
mishits the shot
He
or
read
something.
that because what's it? Dan Burn that was supposed to be marking him. The second he
Yeah.
sees that Dan Burn is or the pass is coming, he just cooks Burn. I
Yeah.
was wondering like how the hell who is marking him? Old ass Dan Burn.
Because one thing I will
Exactly.
say, there's one thing I will say is
getting
Newcastle
smarter.
they got a couple of injuries at fullback, haven't they? Because
Yeah,
and I do
well,
think
at
that.
center back. Yeah,
And
but
so
also
yeah.
you mentioned about Sterling, right? If Sterling was in Neto's position on Sunday,
Sterling.
you talked about
Oh no,
I'll talk
Neto, about Neto. Oh yeah, I mentioned Neto,
If
not Sterling,
Sterling-
but yeah, I get you.
yeah,
I
I
meant
know.
I meant
Sterling was, if this is last season, Jackson misses the chance for one, and if Sterling
Sterling
being in
doesn't
Neto's
pass.
position,
Yeah, he doesn't
Sterling
pass.
takes the shot himself. He doesn't pass it. So do you know how many chances we missed last season where Sterling just could have squared it and he decided to take it himself?
Bro, all round. There was lots of times.
This is the little things that were making a difference this season. Like, if that's last season, we end up drawing this game just based off of that first goal alone. That first goal doesn't happen. You know?
we lose 1-0. Yeah,
exactly. And now all of a sudden we're talking about how, Sterling, look at how many chances he missed. Look at how many chances Jackson missed. It's the fine details that we're improving on this season. And the fine details, I'll mention that in the second half, because that's why I disagree with you guys on how bad we played at the end of the half. But,
ladies and gentlemen, after losing one ex and having a toxic ex, I have met my other soulmate. Drinks and cigars on me. I don't drink or smoke. What the fuck? Yeah, but TT's on the banter tonight, man. He's on the banter man tonight. What have you been smoking, bro? Well, no, I'm joking. Right, but again, just finishing my point on the first half, like, because that is that goal. It was just we fell asleep again, man, and that's easily preventable. And the thing is, if you notice about when we can see goals like that, there's always like 6 or 7 guys around, and they're just not. It's like when we conceded our second to Liverpool last week. Like, it's just no one's paying attention. Absolutely no one is paying attention, because it's just, how does he get, who was I saying, Colwell and Fofana the way he did yesterday and still score? They should, but just sandwich him out, stop him, like what? It was just
they're
awful.
cop all watching like the cross or like the build. I don't know what it is, but they just lose them really easily. They did what Jackson did to Burn. Like they keep catching us flat-footed, asleep, losing, and then that's why they wonder why on set pieces, on crosses, there's 2, 3 unmarked attackers, and we look like fucking idiots.
And by the way, that's the other thing I was going to bring up: set pieces. And me and TT spoke about this the other day. Why do we waste so many? We were supposed to have that spectacular coach. TT, what's his name again, TT? That guy we prized from, who was it?
Bernardo Cueva.
That's the guy. He was supposed to be this set piece, masterpiece expert. And I'm not being funny. We've had, what, over the last few games, like 40 set pieces? If you say like the last 4 games, scored 2. And I'm not being funny. We used to be brutal in corners, right? And we're just ineffective there now. Andy says the score line flattered Newcastle. Only hope we had was because you guys didn't score the second goal earlier. Well, I agree with that, but Newcastle got more going in the second half. A lot more. Well, you had us on the ropes at the end. Let's be honest.
If James didn't play that game, yeah, they would have equalized, maybe even win 3-2.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad to see James getting minutes and him playing games consecutively, even if it is just for halves. Because I have to say, that's one thing I will say I liked about, and what Enzo said to him the other day about, you don't show enough leadership qualities, and he doesn't. And that's something that we were on the case about last season, about there's no captain quality. The only one that used to shout and holler around the pitch was Conor Gallagher.
Mm-hmm.
No one else did. Maybe Thiago Silva to degrees. You know what I mean? Because obviously he was like the father figure to everybody. But you know what I mean? That there's still that not I want to say lack of leadership, but it's more like a lack of responsibility. If
That's
I'm
true.
correct,
Yeah, and I think he's challenging him with that, and I think I'm glad he called him out on it because it's true. We've been even people thought say, oh, because of his injury that he's going we're crying for a captain because our captain and vice captain are always injured. It's like, bro, even if they're here, they're not captains because what one thing with James's issue was that it's his disciplinary issues. When he's healthy, he'll get red carded when he's come back, and it's just like so. Just could have just been in the hospital bed for an extra week or two. So I don't see the point of you know kind of thinking that like, oh, we have a captain now that he's here. It's like, well, you still got a ways to go.
mm-hmm. And my last point about the first half, right? And this is one thing I have to say because I think he's arguably now one of, if not arguably our best player at the moment, next to Palmer. Moises Cancedo.
Lavia too.
And yeah, Lavia did good, but in terms of being a ball carrier and moving up
Oh
and
yeah.
down and putting a shift in, yeah, Moisey, he's going from strength to strength now in my eyes. He's just looking better and better. Because I will say, out of the in the second half, and I'm going to move on to the second half now, and I'll ask Tyrone and JPT. But in the second half, for me, he was the only one that looked comfortable when he was like moving up and down the pitch. Everybody else looked rattled. Don't get me wrong. Now Lavia, I think Lavia came off at Enzo in the 67th minute or something like that.
So yeah, like 70th maybe.
Because I do think with Lavia coming off the pitch and James coming off the pitch, we invited Newcastle onto us a bit more. So I do think that was part of the issue to why we looked as bad and as nerve-wracked as we did in the second half. And I'm not being funny. I know everyone's been bigging up Livy Colwell recently, but that guy's still got mistakes in him. So is Fofana.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can see because they're part of the reason why the defense looks so nervous because they're not controlling the situation. If you know what I mean, this is what I said about responsibility. You know what I mean? Big up Jordan in the building. How you doing, brother? Hope you're well. How do you feel about your draw with Arsenal
Get
yesterday,
away.
man? That's one Jamaican love to another right there. Get away. Jordan out, all that. Now, yeah, Tyrone, what do you make of that second half, bro? Tell me what your feelings about it, TT, because me and you watched that, and that was like,
Man, Chelsea almost gave me a heart failure, a stroke, pneumonia, everything in one.
Oh God.
Listen, man, we like it's like I always say though. From the start of the season, I don't know what Maresca says to the players at halftime, but when they come out, like they just have this extra feel to go score a goal as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what happened in this match again, especially after Liverpool and all of that. But man, we made it difficult for ourselves. It's like we were trying to welcome, and I used this analogy yesterday or Sunday. I said that it's just like you got a girl, and you say that the work is done, the job is done. You can just relax now because you've already gotten that target done. So you just sit back and relax. That's literally what we were doing. So we got the goal early, and rather than trying to add to the goals, we were welcoming Newcastle with pressure. We saw a lot of mistakes defensively. We got lucky. Reece James having to make some off the line clearances, hitting the ball onto his foot and try to clear it. So we've made it difficult for ourselves. We could have made the game more comfortable, but it won't be Chelsea FC if we don't make it cinematic. We have to ensure that it's drama filled and it's enthralling till the very last whistle. I don't know why, but that's just how Chelsea is.
long gone are the boring days where you used to just mark teams out and that was that, eh?
Mm-mm-mm. I'll take boring and secure over exciting and Jesus Christ. We might go from a win, draw, or loss in the span of 2 minutes.
Well, what do you think about that second half, JPT? Give me your thoughts.
started off great. I mean, was it 70 seconds it took before Palmer gets another goal? 2GA today or in the game. Also, props to Lavia for winning the ball back and finding. I'm not sure if it's intentional, just pokes the ball to Palmer and just lets him do his magic. You're right that we did go a little bit more. We sacrificed a bit more like defense quality once we substituted Lavia for Enzo. Um, it's interesting because I saw this thing I was pointing out to see when the substitution happened at the 72nd minute. I don't know who wrote this, but I think they need to be fired. Chelsea go for more strength and experience in the center of the park as Lavia makes way for Enzo Fernandez. How is it strength in there? But either way, it's I thought we played fairly well. I mean, good to see Kukurea gain his minutes again. After putting in a performance versus Panathinaikos middle of the week. In Kuku, I'm
Yeah, I wanted to talk about him.
about the penalty call thing.
Stay on your
Yeah,
fucking feet.
that was a terrible trying to sell a penalty. Man barely brushed his shoulder. And honestly, when they showed it in slow motion and they just saw him collapse, I was in the middle of the bar just yelling out, Ricky! And then and just see him go, ah.
Ricky.
Just,
Ricky!
Rick, it just gets popped.
Sweet, sweet victory.
Jordan, Tyrone, you gotta watch Boys in the Hood, man.
They don't know. They don't show.
Show.
All right. Yeah, but
to South Central while sipping your juice.
yeah. What the message? if you know,
You know, you know. If you don't know, do yourself a
It's
favor and
one
find out.
for me. This is one for my homies,
He's
and they're actually on the other side of the
dead.
fence.
Do
No, we have a problem.
Huh? USSR.
Nuclear holocaust up on this bitch.
There was a joke
Sorry.
he said in there, but I can't say it or else YouTube will cancel me.
No.
It's not Nagasaki, but it's.
You guys want to see a dead body? Yeah, well, DJ Crane's with us. I think Prime's back with us. No, we got the grey screen.
But yeah,
Sorry.
and Cuckoo, he didn't need to do that. Still happy that this is our backup option for striker. But yeah, he definitely could have done better. He could have gone the third for us and secure the game. I thought Mudryk played well. He had a good shot on target. Probably could have done better, but I think he didn't really make any mistakes. I think didn't only play the full game. No, he got substituted off for was it for Mudryk, and that's what shifted over. Enzo did all right. He looked like he was trying to, his presence was there in when he came onto the pitch. Kukurea too. I'm trying to think of any substitutions. Sanchez, overall too, not the best game, and I think this goes to show that even though we have like a dozen goalkeepers,
he was chaotic. Ran off a couple of. No, I'll tell you what though, he did make some couple of good off the line sprints to clear the ball, but they were more nerve wracking.
I think the scoreline. How
a bit of a Cario. Man was just kung fu kicking.
I'll go back to what Andy said about the scoreline. I think the scoreline also flattered was it Sanchez or made Sanchez look better than it was because that opportunity from Isaac in the second half going around the goalkeeper because I think it was Levi again mistake in him heads it back poorly and just Isaac just beats him to it. How Isaac doesn't square the ball is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get. He had him beat. He had this right decision, but who was it that came back to recover? Was it James or was it Caicedo?
I think it was James.
There you
I
go.
actually think that was James because I know Caicedo made a couple of. That's why I think for me, he was my man in the match because the other day because I just think the way that guy's moving now. I'm with Prime, man. I want to talk to Arsenal fans about the whole Declan Rice Moses Caicedo debate again because I'm not being funny right now. He's far superior to Declan Rice because I'm not being. I like Declan Rice. Don't get me wrong, but At the moment in certain games, he just looks like Bambi on ice, man. I don't know if it's almost like he's injured or tired. I don't know, but he just doesn't look the same guy that he did last season.
Yeah, they can't really deal with another injury. If to be honest, but yeah, no, I think that's true. It's a good point. That 115 mil is starting to look more and more every game that it's worth it. It's it wasn't that. Could we have bought for at what 105, 110 as regularly thought, or just 100 even? Yeah, but blame Liverpool for that. And but I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
I know
I'm
that's
not
what always
mad
makes me
at it.
laugh about Liverpool. They banter us for paying 115 when they wanted to pay 110. It's just like, like we went to pay 5 mil more than you did.
Like, and that's the thing that kind of bothers me about the loss versus Liverpool, because I honestly think that we had the better midfield than that with Lavia and Caicedo, their rejects or their the people that are
Oh, no, the
the
midfield
keep.
battle we won at Anfield, man.
So I'm saying, and that was because of
So,
Lavia Caicedo, the people that said no to Liverpool. That would have
well,
been ultra sweet.
well, the thing is, though, one thing about, and I'm going to go back to the today on this one because I don't. With Colwell,
Hmm.
he made the mistake then when you said about the poor header,
Hmm.
but he also made the mistake last week when he chops. Who did he chop down for the penalty?
Salah.
It's Mo Salah. That's it. So he chopped Salah down because he panics. Prime, are you with us? I don't know. All right, let me put him into the back and see when he pops back up. I'll bring him back in. Yeah. So yeah, but my problem with that second half, excuse me, was like JPT just alluded to. It's like Enzo doesn't when he made his substitutions, deliberately done it to make us worse. Because literally, like when Enzo came onto the pitch, and I'm pretty sure Prime would agree with me on this one. It should have been the one where he's controlling the tempo of the game and passing around, and that never happened. What's that? Private chat. Oh, okay, Prime's having mic troubles. He's just told me.
Yeah.
Okay, just read it. Okay, no problem. Well, we'll see how Prime goes. Yeah, but once Lavia came off, James came off. Like I mean, you could see the stability had gone more, and we were looking how we were about a month or two ago. We were just rocky and all over the place, and it's very, 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 very nerve wracking because on another day, if Newcastle maybe had a bit more quality to them, or they were probably in a bit better form, they equalize.
Honestly, it was if they were just one Anthony Gordon away from winning or even drawing. I'll say that, but that was the one player that was giving Reece James issues each time.
Yeah. We got away with one. I think we got away with one, and I'm not being funny. If you were listening to TT's commentary with me on that day as well, you would have thought like we were in a horror movie. You know what I mean? Scary movie part 6, part dos. But right. So who was your man in the match for the game then, JPT, on reflection? Because I'm sticking to mine. Mine was Conceição. Easy.
Love Concedo, but Palmer, just with that pass right on over to Neto, off. And funny enough, off of a Sanchez mistake, he kicks in and hits a Newcastle player in the back or something. But Palmer's there to recover and somehow thread the needle through and find Neto. That pass couldn't have been any further out with I think it was Shar Shar that would have beat him to it. Any closer or any sort of a pass, uh, Livramento gets in intercepts that ball.
And JPT,
But
I hope you know this here. Somewhere along it's on fire, bro.
oh yeah, it's good. It's I don't know why it's burning a lot, but it's burning.
It looks like your house is on fire, man.
It looks like a Prince video.
You know. Yeah. You know what? As soon as you said that, I just see Dave Chappelle.
Don't play
What was the group?
basketball.
Where was and the rest of what was his group called again?
The Revolution.
Yeah, during the rest of the Revolution game, blouses. Did you fart, Wolfie? Wait, why the hands? Well, if you listen to what I just said with the smoke, never mind. I don't know.
It's a lot of
Anyway,
packs. It's a lot of packs over the weekend. We got
Imagination.
the Spurs pack. We got the Man U pack. We got
oh
the
yeah,
Ten
yeah, yeah,
Hag pack. We
yeah.
got
That's it. Yeah,
the
yeah. You gotta smoke all the packs. That's true. Yeah, the Ten Hag pack,
the
the Man
Malone
United pack,
d'Or pack. It's a lot going on today.
the pack. No joking.
But yeah, Palmer. I think Palmer, man of the match. But Caicedo, yeah, close second.
TT was your man in the match, brother.
Anyone except for Madueke.
You thought Madueke was that bad that game?
Okay.
The man, he was non-existent. It was like we were playing with 9 players.
He could have had an assist to Neto. That
Yeah,
would
but
have been a beautiful assist himself, but
Yeah, that
just
one cross that Neto actually hit on the post. Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Come
just
on,
a
is that what
inch too
what
right.
evaluates as a good performance? Getting an assist.
But I
He was
wanted to say that he didn't
non-existent.
do nothing.
Well, he didn't get an assist for a start, so there you go.
But
No, it's the
seriously though,
truth.
my man of the match, I would say would be Casado. I think that's probably Rush.
No, go on. Why do you think so? Because you're actually a better analyst than I am. So please.
Stop it. Anyways, I would say, yeah. Well, in terms of what he was doing, before it was Lavia, now it's Casado. He was actually more impactful in this game. I mean, we were more defensive, yeah, but in terms of creativity and it not being there. But in terms of helping to marshal that midfield, helping to win back the ball, and actually, although he got booked, he was marshalling that midfield. He was helping the defense in ways that was actually necessary. Because Fofana, I don't know what Fofana was doing. I don't know if he was trigger happy. I don't know if he like he got back with his ex or something. He was just lunging in, excited and everything, and he almost injured his knee that was strapped up. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know what's
true.
going
Yeah.
on with the guy.
Oh, did you see that? He was lucky not to get a red card for that. He done some
Yeah.
judo kick chop with his foot. That was nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was excited, like he got a message earlier before he came out that, hey, I'll take you back, and then he was trying to. Ah, gosh, man.
Hey, Prime, are you with us?
Yes.
That is incredibly low, bro. I can barely
Hello?
hear you. I can hear you, but it's very, very fadey. Big up to Joe TV. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, my guy. Unlucky, man, over the weekend. Fair play to you. It was you. Well, I can speak for all Chelsea. You made us shit ourselves in the last 10 minutes. Big up to you, brother. If you want to jump on, dude, do so. The link's there in the chat. Please feel you're free to.
Yeah, shout out to Jory Dretz. I saw him in a bunch of
up, brother.
compilations for the game. I was like, oh shit, the homie's being shouted out. Nice.
Yeah, cool. Not as bad as Dimes breaking his whack again. But anyway, let's quickly sort it. Prime, can you? I can hear you barely.
Yeah.
Can you hear him, JPT? Yeah. See the look on JPT's.
I heard it, yeah, but barely.
Yeah, no, I can hear you guys. I don't I have no idea what's going on, but my audio is coming from somewhere. Or my microphone coming from somewhere. So I don't know.
I can. Yeah.
I
Okay.
can. I mean, I know what he's saying, but I really have to listen to it.
It has to be like dead silent. It's like listening to a whisper in the distance. Like you have to listen really tight. Next time, bro, I'm in bed listening. All right, brother. Well, do me a favor, Dre. Just type it out in. How do you feel the game went for you guys? Do you think you guys were literally making the best of a bad situation, or did you play good in you guys' opinion? Because I asked a couple of the Newcastle boys. Paul's Wolfie talking about tight. Oh yeah, giggity. But yeah, because I asked about 3-4 different Newcastle. One's got his kid with him. The other one didn't get back to me. You're there, and I think Steve Mahala's at work. So you know what I mean. I was a bit shorted out.
He didn't watch the game.
He's where?
You didn't watch the game, Steve.
Oh, he didn't put a stream. He put for every other game, but he didn't have one for the Newcastle Chelsea.
He didn't watch the game. He didn't watch the game.
Okay. Yeah, if you didn't watch the
Alright.
game, you didn't watch the game.
Yeah, in terms of Chelsea, I don't have a problem with how we play. Like in the
Mm-hmm.
second half, we upped the tempo, got the goal. I think that's like what 4 or 5 times this season where we scored um early in the second half. And,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
True.
near the end of the game, I also like how we defended to see out the game as well. I like Newcastle were obviously trying to push for the equalizer. The fact that we actually sat and we defended well. Um, Reese was immense. In my opinion, he's man of the match. Koa was brilliant all game as well for us. Um, Casado was immense as well near the end. Those three really stepped up. Reese especially, Morata was coming out speaking about him stepping up, being the leader in this team, being the captain, and he really showed that. He put in a captain performance. I don't have a problem with how we uh, played the game. I don't have a problem with how we finished out the game. I think we are by far the better team. We probably should have scored more, to
Mm-hmm.
be fair, but Newcastle also played quite well against us. I think, again, I haven't watched them all season, but the way we have spoken about Newcastle, we speak about them as if they're Man United, but they played very well against us. Newcastle. So, yeah,
Alright.
I think I'm happy.
Well,
I'm happy with the result. Like, I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with the performance. Let's go in. This weekend now we play Man United. We great to sack them, so they're going to be full of confidence. So,
yeah, Elmer Fudd voice. Well, yeah, I agree that Reece James was good. Try increasing his mic setting. Okay, 1 minute then. Edit mic setting. 1 minute. 1 minute. Prime, say something, brother.
hello.
It's still muffled. Just about hear you.
Yeah,
Just about hear you. But to those that didn't hear what Prime said, and I did, he said that Reece James played well. He's arguably man in the match. Cancelo played well. Colwell played well. And that we had resolute defending near the end. Bit too much defending at home for my liking.
True,
But
but I don't have a problem with it. Like again, if this is last season, we
mm-hmm.
easily lose that game. Maybe
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. We
flawless
concede and
so
lose.
I think Maresca even said, I think Reese or was it Reese or Colo? Someone spoke out after the game and said that Maresca said at halftime that we need to actually fight for this performance. We need to fight for the win,
Mm-hmm.
which these guys clearly showed near the end. So again,
All
I'm
right.
happy. I have a problem with it. Like, I thought we like the way Newcastle fans have spoken about their club this season, their team this season. I thought we just battered them. But football's not always as simple as that. You have sometimes you have to fight. We played a team that has quality, even though they're in Portland, and we fought for the result. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. Again, the biggest problem though, Robert Sanchez needs to be dropped.
Yes.
I'm done with him. He's the biggest problem in this team, bro. If we don't get top four, it'll be because of him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing we've been talking for about a season and a half, and now none of us have liked him.
Maresca right now, he's in his 16, 17 Pep era, where Pep brought in Claudio Bravo, persisted with him for a little while, and got to a point where
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, I agree with that. It's a stopgap measure. But one thing I don't get is Petrovic was quite solid back in the last season. I use the analogy: you broke something that didn't need to be fixed.
True,
Mhm.
but because everyone has this weird thought that Sanchez is actually good with his feet when he's not. That's why he's in the team. But eventually Sanchez will get dropped. Jorgensen will come in. Or, I don't wish injuries on anyone, obviously, but the only reason why Sanchez got dropped last season is because he got injured and Petrovic came in. So,
Well,
I don't wish injuries, but like, it's either he gets dropped because he keeps making bad mistakes and Chelsea actually cost the game, or he gets injured. Because as of right now, even though Sanchez has made mistakes, I wouldn't say they have cost us any results. Have they? No, I don't think so.
yeah, but I understand what you're saying. The cycle's going to repeat itself.
Yeah, and Maresca keeps coming out and defending Sanchez, which, like, I hear it. You don't want to throw your player under the bus, but like, you can't keep coming out and say I'm telling him to do this. You're not telling him to be a bozo. He's just a bozo.
Hmm.
Stop defending him. I'm sick of it. But honestly, I'm sick of it.
He made that clear early on in his tenure was that they're gonna stick with Sanchez. That is his number one goalkeeper. I just don't know what it's gonna take for him to
We don't get
finally
the
drop
ball.
him. I mean, eventually Pochettino did it. How is this guy not to?
Poch only did it because Sanchez got injured. Remember, there was a Carabao Cup game
Mm,
that
he did,
Sanchez played.
yeah.
Sanchez didn't. So ultimately, that's what's going to take. It's going to take like an injury or a calamity of mistakes like that will cost us results. We're going to have to start losing games because of Sanchez. I don't want that to happen either. I don't want us to lose just to drop him.
I know what you mean.
Right.
Geordie Dread TV says we played shit. No plan, no plan B, no ideas, no need to try different tactics, etc. Poor goals given away. Isaac had to square the ball near the end, and Newcastle could have played better. But right,
We
so we've still got another game against these guys on Wednesday
Run it back.
at St James's Park. So, how are we feeling with how we played in this one compared to how we're going to play the next one? And I'll start off with JPT.
I think it all depends too. Are we going with our second team, or our B team? If so, we could be looking at a very difficult game, which I think they need because I want to see how this team is when they're tested. I'm not. I think we might see this, a similar 11 from Newcastle just because they're thin at options, with all their injury issues. But I think Jordy Dreader, if Andy's still in the chat, to know like what to expect for Newcastle starting lineup. Um, this. I think they're gonna see the Carabao. It's the Carabao Cup. For Wednesday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They might be looking at this as like must win to get, especially for Eddie Howe to November 10th. We'll see, Crane. But I think we should be all right. Even with our B squad, we should come up with the win. Maybe not as Nah, I want. Would you say our game yesterday was a convincing win, considering like
No.
the possession? Exactly. I think this will be even closer. This will be even closer when St. James is still very difficult to play at. Um, like I said, I don't know what to expect from Newcastle 11, and if we throw in our B squad and they throw in like their A B squad, could be in for a long day because well, I mean, also too, I think it depends on Anthony Gordon when he's coming back from injury, but I couldn't tell with since it's a groin injury. Well, yeah, I feel all right.
Mm-hmm. Prime, how do you feel about the next match coming up at St James's?
I don't have a problem with it. I can play our second team and it'll be fine. My only problem is like Nkuku came on and he could have made it 3 or 4-0 or 4-1 for us. And then we're not fighting towards the end, having to defend. And he was killing our pass. But that was Jackson. He would have been able to get past and probably put one of those chances away. But Nkuku just didn't have the pace to do it, which is frustrating. But yeah, I think we beat Newcastle comfortably because they'll rotate as well as we will. They face Arsenal at the weekend, so they have to rotate. So I think with two rotating sides, like we'll be able to beat them comfortably.
You think we'll beat them comfortably? Okay.
They'll rotate. They have to rotate. They can't play a strong side for 3 games in the space of 7 days. They can't do that.
Okay. TT, how are you feeling about the second match? How are you feeling about the matchup in St James's?
um I'm hoping that what we've seen in terms of rotating the squad,
Mm-hmm.
and then having good performance follow continues. In terms of who is likely to play based on who played on the weekend, um, I don't know. I think the game will be closer. I think I think it may go to penalty. Well, I don't know how the format is now in terms of if it's not decided in 90 minutes, what happens. But I don't think it ends in 90 minutes. I think it'll be close.
Mm-hmm. How close? Like a draw and straight to penalties? Sort of close?
Yeah, they will be able to. I think we will score a goal because we managed to score a goal. Um, well, looking back on a goal in every game, barring the well, before I make such a bold statement, let me reflect.
No, we have been
Uh,
finding in the net a lot. You know, what I mean, we are
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
most
So
free
we've scored
flowing
a goal
scoring.
barring the Man City
Just
game.
keeping the out.
Yeah, so I think that'll be the case. But I don't think Newcastle really have a, a, a a good depth in terms of in their squad for them to really rotate. I think a lot of the players some of the players that they end up having to play on the weekend will have to play again. Joe Linton, probably. Bruno, most likely. Yeah, they don't really have much options. A lot in
Mm-hmm.
when they have a. I don't think Connor Wilson is still injured. I think I'm not really sure if he is or not. So
Didn't Callum Wilson
I don't
play?
know.
He
He
is.
got subbed on. Oh right, I thought he got subbed on in the second half.
I think that was
Or,
Jacob Murphy.
yeah. Or was it Willock?
Willock got subbed on too.
Yeah, Joe Willock. It was Joe Willock. I'm thinking of. Sorry, because I'm not being funny. I don't see why we can't just like rotate completely and play a completely fresh side against them. To be fair, and just test them because you're right. I said that at the beginning of the stream. They are stretched when it comes down to their squad, and I'm not being funny. Normally, when someone's stretched, they don't like to be pulled about. So you know, what I mean, like in terms of their
Oh,
squad depth.
pause.
I think because he said he like when you stretch someone out.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my God,
but
man.
that wait. That term has multiple. If I said I stretched out, that doesn't mean I like I said stretch, not gape. You know what I mean. Like I'm
Okay,
very,
all right,
I'm very
Now,
clear.
now you've
It's
taken it too. You've
wait.
taken it
I'm
too
taking
far now.
it too as an analogy. Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
You know.
ignoring that, yeah, we should play like the team we played against Panathinaikos and Genk. That's good enough to beat Newcastle first team. Never mind a second team they play. So regardless, it doesn't matter. Really, it's important that we beat Newcastle because when you look at the next round of fixtures or this round of
Mm,
fixtures in the Carabao Cup, quite a few of the big sides are like playing difficult fixtures, difficult ties. So
mm-hmm.
we could get to the next round and hopefully a few of them are knocked out and it's gonna get a bit easier for us to like potentially like win the trophy. Because I want to win a domestic this season, I really do. I'm sick of this Wembley thing that we have. I want to win something.
Fair enough. Well, can I ask you a question? Is the Carabao Astrid stretch? You dirty man. Big up
Leroy,
Leroy, the
Leroy.
5 week show. How you doing, brother? The Aussie man's in the building. Ten Hag
R.I.P.
in, Ten Hag out. What are you?
R.I.P. Max Holloway too.
Oh
No,
no, don't man. All my picks from the weekend went fluffy roolly. I was so gutted. I was so gutted. But yeah.
Why? What did you say after the weekend?
Was sorry.
Why? What? What did you say?
No. I was gonna say no. But Carabao Cup, man, it's a competition we should be looking to win. As Chelsea Football Club, we should be looking to win all competitions. Look,
No. I mean, you said your takes after the weekend was gone or something.
oh, you mean about my picks? About the
No,
would you?
I don't know. You were talking about Man United and Ten Hag, and you said like your
No.
takes.
That's towards Leroy, who's a Man United fan.
I know. I was asking what are you in ref? What are you talking about?
Oh, the fights as far as like it was this was it Saudi Arabia fights with Max Holloway versus
Okay. Okay.
What the Max Holloway fight over the weekend? Uh, the, Max Holloway. Who did he fight
No,
again?
fine. I was just asking what you were talking about, and that's fine.
It's just UFC.
Chopper, yeah. Sorry, Chopper, yeah. Yeah. We'll just MMA, bro. UFC, brother. Just generally bantering with him with UFC. But yeah. So, JPT, I'm thinking that's a cup we should be looking to win, and I kind of agree with Prime's analogy. If we've got a secondary squad, why not try and win the Carabao Cup in the Europa League? Would
We
you
need
say
to
that's
win
not?
we need to win a cup. We need to win something. I mean, I think Prime, from what I could understand, I think he said it. We're tired of the Wembley curse. That we have, that
Mm-hmm.
we can't. So many games that we could have won. The Leicester one still hurts. One of the ones that we lost to Liverpool like hurts.
You mean three of
It's
Mm-hmm.
them?
there's got to be a way to end that streak, and I think this team can do it. Because we're after this is what, quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. When you look at the teams that face each other, hold on, let me bring up the UFL Cup. You know,
Bro, it's so hard to hear you, Prime.
uh, when I'm looking at, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Right? When I'm looking at the EFL Cup, right, and who plays each other, Man United play Leicester.
Ten Hag out, says Leroy.
Spurs play Man City.
Yeah.
Uh, Arsenal plays Preston, and we know Arteta tends to play a weak inside of the cups. Like Brighton play Liverpool. And they, So I'm just saying, like, with all of that, who knows? Who knows what could happen?
I hear
That's
you.
why it's important we beat Newcastle.
I don't.
If I want to win at least a trophy this season, maybe two. So listen, we're Chelsea. Regardless of what we're going through, we should be winning a trophy this season. I'm sick of keeping
Yeah, I
Premier
fully agree with that.
I'm sick of it. You can't. I don't want to be like Spurs and like Arsenal where we accept mediocrity. You can't do that again.
Yeah, I agree with that. We should be looking to win every competition we're in. Fair enough. Tyrone, what's your opinion, brother? Give me your lacking in the situation.
What situation?
Carabao Cup. Should we be winning it or looking to win it?
Oh, of course, I have to echo well, even though I didn't hear what Prime said, but I'm going to echo what he said, and say that yeah, we should be looking to win every competition we're in. We should be aiming to win a quadruple, but is that going to happen? I don't think so. But we have to see what happens in that grand scheme of things. We've not managed to win it in over, Jesus Christ. It's been over almost a decade. Christ,
Yeah, Mourinho, innit? Like Mourinho was the last one to win the
Wow.
Carabao Cup for us.
God, yeah.
See,
Well,
when you think about it,
this one
it gets
is.
even crazy. It's even crazier. That's why we need to be starting to pick up these trophies again, boys. Regardless of what they are, I think JPT hit the nail on the head. We just need to win. Wow, clean audio, the magic appropriate distance. That you're getting the two confused. You're listening to Prime and now you're listening to TT.
That's
It's very
racist.
well. No, he's trying. Well, what's the difference about being microphone distance? I don't get that. It's a Halloween joke. Ten Hag and Man United are going to be able to dress up as Voldemort. Voldemort.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god! Yeah. Well, with a wave of a magic wand and a pen, they made poof. Ten Hag has disappeared, and a payout. Because Ten Hag's going to get a payout. 100% Ten Hag's going to get a payout. But yeah, it is where it is. So
Imagine if Sir Jim hires Potter. The fact that you're talking about Voldemort.
well,
He
that's
hires
why I
Peter
said
Potter.
I'm still Southgate in when it comes to Man United. I'm still very much Southgate in. So we'll see how
What
that.
about Bridge? What about Wade Bridge?
I don't know. Whatever you do, keep him away from John Terry, though. I couldn't help but crack that one.
Commercial break.
We don't have commercials here, thankfully. Now, just quickly, boys, like, I was going to ask you about the Ten Hag thing, but we've kind of taken the piss out of that already. Like, we all wanted him to stay so they could be shit, but they've got rid of him finally. So, yeah, it's pretty much, they've done what they should.
Did you see the record? You didn't see
What
the
record?
record. You didn't see his record. He's
What?
been he's won 72 matches. He's drawn 30. He's what is it? Drawn or lost? I don't remember what it is. If it's 72 that he won, 36 he drew or lost. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was draw. I don't remember. Something like that. So he's done well. I mean, in comparison to the amounts of games, he's won approximately almost half of those matches. So that's a good achievement.
Two trophies as well.
Exactly, man.
Right.
More than what Arsenal can say. Ooh.
Most of what we can say.
That's true. Over the last 3 or 4 years, definitely. I would say that. I would agree that's a fair statement. But yeah, we could all. But yeah, going is. But true say, regardless of the fact of even if they did win a trophy per season, how could you be so dog shit this one? It beggars belief how crap they were, to be honest. It beggars belief. But anyway,
Poor
the Ballon.
Ten Hag, man.
Hmm?
Poor Ten Hag.
Nah. He's
got
getting
money.
it. He's got money, bro. Poor Ten Hag.
No, he's getting money. Yeah, he's getting money. But remember, he proudly said that. Oh, we did so well. We were supposed to win against what's the team called? The team that Jose is at. And then he said he's not thinking about. He doesn't think about the Spurs games because the red card was reverted. Like, what the hell is wrong with this man? So come on, man.
Well, there you go.
Listen,
TT's made his.
Nah, man. DJ Craig, nothing backfires on me. I don't like that argument. I'm sorry. Nothing backfired on me. No.
Pause, because we don't do backfire here. And never mind. But all right, so just quickly, because there isn't a lot to talk about in terms of Chelsea news. So, what do we think of the Ballon d'Or winner, everybody? And I'll start off with Prime because he's the hardest to hear at the minute. So I'm going to ask Prime what you think of him.
Like, again, we've known for a while this Ballon d'Or thing is just a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the way I'm seeing people were saying Vinny doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or because he turned up for Brazil, and then he doesn't win it, and now all of a sudden, it's an injustice, and he didn't win it because he's black and it's racism. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. It's not because of racism. It's just the way it is. Like, we've seen Messi win a Ballon d'Or when Haaland deserved it, when Lewandowski deserved it, when Ronaldo deserved it. It happens. Who cares? Move on. It's not that big of a deal. Rodri deserved the Ballon d'Or last year, arguably, or Haaland, but I went to Messi. Like, it's not that deep for me. It's really not that deep. Jorginho arguably deserved the Ballon d'Or, but Messi won it. Again, it's not that deep. People will complain, but Rodri has been one of the best players in the world, top 3 for the last 2 years now. How key he has been for Man City and for Spain. He deserves a Ballon d'Or, and it's about time now that other positions are recognized aside from just attackers. Because yes, attackers for all the goals, but how crucial it is having a world-class defensive midfielder like a Rodri. It's shown because look at Man City right now. Yes, they're still winning games, but they don't look as good because Rodri's been injured. It shows how important he is to their team. So I don't think it's a big deal. Like, people are just gonna cry and complain, but like, they will win the Ballon d'Or like next year, probably. So, or the year after that. Like, it is what it is. It's not that deep for me.
Well, I agree. It's nice to see someone different to win a Ballon d'Or. I just think with the way he helped, Vinicius helped his team win the Champions League and helped his team win the league last season. I thought that might edge different. Now, don't get me wrong. I do hear what you're saying about Rodri for Spain, but looking back at that Euros, bro, anyone who had half an eye for football knew that Spain were going to win that Euros because they were the only team that could play football. All the rest just looked all over the place.
He's still their best player.
I hear you. Big
And
up
also,
Trip Vic.
he was part of the Man City team that did a 4-peat. Man City's best player. Like,
Yeah, but I
one
thought
of the biggest
even if
achievements.
you won the league for the fourth time in a row, bro, that doesn't override in a season a Champions League and league double, does it?
Yeah, but
So
that's my
I
point.
hear what you're
Like,
saying now.
it's my point. It's close. I went to Rodri. To me, it's not that deep. The same way if I went to Finney, like I wouldn't be saying it's an injustice. Like it's not that deep for me.
No,
And also, I don't take the Ballon d'Or that seriously.
no,
I
I
think
don't take. No,
we're on
I haven't
solid
taken the Ballon d'Or
competition.
seriously for ages because half the
Yeah.
reason why did you hear? Did anyone see that Real Madrid boycotted the ceremony? Did anyone see that?
Yeah,
I heard about it.
because they
They really
assumed
showed
Vinny was going
FIFA.
to win it. Because they assumed Vinny was going to win it.
Well, hang on, JPT, give me your thoughts on that. Why do you think they boycott? Why do you think they boycotted it?
I mean, I think they I think that's the way they also how they announced Vinny's announced that he wasn't gonna win it. Either way, just like what you guys said, I started giving a fuck about the Ballon d'Or a long time ago. I think the last time I cared about it was when Kaká won it. Um, and besides then, it's just been the Messi, Ronaldo, fanboy, like their favorite topic of discussion. So I'm just it's a popularity contest, and even if they changed the way of how it's voted, because I think it's just across every country as like a journalist or something to make a vote. I gotta see how it is, how they do it. But either way, I just it's a popularity contest that's you kind of can figure out who they're gonna give it to, and even whether they deserve it or not, it's kind of like an obvious decision. But um, I mean, yeah, I was surprised when they gave it to Rodri, but it is what it is. Jeez. Are you muted or am I muted?
No. I was just letting you finish what you were saying before I read this out.
Oh, no, I
But
stopped talking a while ago. Yeah, and like
yeah,
I'm good.
no. But I was gonna read it before I read it out because it's about that thing that they put out with about the Lamella holding Vinicius. Yeah, did anyone see that? The little animation they put out. Yeah, that
No,
one.
what was this?
Yeah, I'll send it to you because
Oh,
it's very pretentious and touchy. So I'm not. Yeah.
is it one like those animated like how was it BR football has like the little like cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
send it to you.
that's not the first one. I was like, huh, they've really let um kind of draw like a really this was done before, and I was like, okay, I guess it's cool. I'm not gonna bitch about it. They damn near drew like let me see. If you send me the picture, I gotta see this.
No, I ain't got it. But I heard about it. I
I
saw it.
guess.
I saw it online. I ain't gonna download that shit. It's basically it was just a way of mocking him, innit? That was all. Because this is what I understand of the whole situation, and this is how you know it's preset and fixed. Because I think Real Madrid knew from day one that Vinicius was never going to win it, so they played like. And what was this? The club statement: "We don't go anywhere where we're not respected." Unquote. So it was. It's a dick swinging competition, man, between the powers that be in Real
They
Madrid.
assumed they were going to win it. They're only crying now because they assumed Vinny was going to win it. Like it's just again this whole thing of that we know who the winner is going to be before it's announced is stupid. It should be secretive. We shouldn't know who's going to
Well,
win.
they obviously knew because they boycotted because they knew their boy wasn't
Exactly.
going to win, so they
I know.
boycotted it. So
Exactly my point. But again, them boycotting, I also don't think it's a big deal. We've seen when Modric won the Ballon d'Or, did Messi boycott it? We've seen it happen. It's not that deep.
mm.
I think people are just making it into a bigger competition.
Well, when it used to be known as European Player of the Year or World Player of the Year back to us back in the day, it used to mean something. But when I hear Ballon d'Or now, I kind of go, yeah, right. Yeah, it's like when I hear BBC Sports Personality of the Year. It's just like, yeah, right, mate. No worries. No worries. TT, you got any thoughts on the subject? I don't get me wrong. I think Rodri deserves it in terms of and I agree with Prime. It's nice to see someone different win it, but I will say this: if decision making with the powers that be and refereeing would probably been a bit. I think his discipline record would have looked a little bit worse than what it does now,
What's
and
wrong with
he might have
discipline?
been buried a bit more.
What's wrong with discipline?
All right, Prime. You do not realize that we all do that. Rodri can be very dirty at times, right?
Not really. I think he's
Wait.
a
Did you
smart
just see it,
player.
JPT? What
Well,
did you just?
at first I thought it was like like someone made a meme like how Crane said it, and
It's nice an
uh,
animation. It's a little
oh,
animation.
the one it just looked like someone just photoshopped Vinny's face on which I saw the original picture. It was Yamal holding his son and just someone
Oh, baby,
photocop.
yeah, Vinicius Junior on it,
I was like, I kind of saw it as like the movie Little Man. I was like, I mean, but then it says here official Ballon d'Or stream shows the memes, thinking that that was like his baby or something. I'm like, is that really why they show it? Why would they show memes?
I, bro, it's
The
I don't
fuck?
think. I don't. When you're talking about Rodri, I think Rodri is a smart player.
mhm,
I think he's a very smart player. He knows what he can and can't get away with. I don't
mhm.
think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, fair enough. He's clever. I'll agree on that. But I'm not being funny when I say that he's a bit dirty. Don't say that as a diss on him because I like players that can get in and make harsh tackles and ruffle opposition and give him a bit of a kick in. I'm old school like that. I like the Roy Keane type.
Yeah,
So you know, what I
man.
mean, you
If,
need
if,
that to
if,
rattle
if you're
the
gonna,
opposition midfield sometimes.
if
The
you're gonna,
shithousery?
listen, if you're gonna do the dark arts, make sure you actually get away with it. Not like Arsenal, who are doing 2 days with dark arts. Get away with it. That's my thing. If you're gonna win, make sure you win and get away with it. It
Mm.
is what it is. I don't mind. I think though what they're doing, because arguably Rodri should have won it last year. I think they're doing catch up now. They're
Mm.
giving Rodri Ballon d'Or from what he won last year.
Or when they
That's
done their
not,
treble.
you know when Modric won his Ballon d'Or, arguably he should have won his Ballon d'Or the year before. That was actually his best year. So I think they're doing this backtracking thing. I think with Vinny will get his Ballon d'Or next year, the year after. So they'll
All right,
all even themselves out eventually. It'll be fine.
all right. Well, TT, what do you feel in this whole situation? What do you think of the Ballon d'Or, bro?
What's the outrage about? I don't understand the
No, no,
outrage.
no, 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 no. What we're talking about the whole reason why Real Madrid boycotted the ceremony. Kiss of the teeth. What do you think of the whole thing?
It's whatever. I mean, like, it's like, seriously, like, what's the sense?
Yeah,
I'm
what
kind
is
of
that?
like TT. Like, yeah, who gives a shit?
Hey, okay, can
Like,
I ask you a
it's
question?
like,
Does anyone here, hang on, does anyone here actually respect the award anymore?
I
Anyone who does say
no.
yay?
anyone not under the age of
Nay.
18 would actually give
Nay, there you
give
go.
about this award.
If a Chelsea like in 2021, I wanted Jorginho to win it just because
Yeah.
it's a Chelsea player. But if
Mm-hmm.
it's not a Chelsea player, I don't care.
Well, the thing is, when Jorginho did get put on that shortlist, I kind of half grinned and thought he's never going to fucking win it. But I do
Yeah.
remember when Frank Lampard came second in World Player of the Year in 2000 and I think what 4-5 because
Yeah.
of the fact he was just outstanding and the fact of I was actually very proud of him because it meant he was the second best player in the world and at
And
that
bro,
time.
back then it actually meant
It
something.
meant
That's what I'm
something.
saying. Like, but when you see it now, it's just kind of like. Really? Like, because everyone thought Haaland should have won it last year as well. Like, do you remember the Messi
Yes,
Haaland thing?
yeah. They're like at the World
Uh,
Cup more. Like, yeah, but
Has to
individual
be, bro.
performance.
yeah, but
It is a bit.
the thing is, Haaland did score 50 goals and win a treble. So it was kind
Exactly.
of like,
Like it is a great accolade to have for your TV. But ultimately, like we all know what goes on around it nowadays.
yeah, it's too political. Like you said, it was too. And I
But
don't know how
again,
Messi won that with whole Argentina still getting in trouble with the fucking whole like
but that's the
what they've been
thing.
doing since.
That's the thing. We all know he was gonna win it. Like that's why. And also, like the way I'm seeing Real Madrid fans crying and everything, right? Like people, Real Madrid fans were trying to tell me Vini deserved it, Bellingham deserved it, and Camavinga, not Camavinga, Carvajal. If you guys all pulled together and focused on one player, he probably would have won it over us. So like all this crying and stuff is pointless to me. Like Who cares?
Yeah, I agree.
I want a Chelsea player to win the Ballon d'Or because in the English era or in English
Bro,
football, Man United have a Ballon d'Or winner, Liverpool have one, now City have one. We don't.
Milito, yeah.
Our highest finish is second with Lampard and third with Jorginho. We don't have a winner. And for me, I want a winner. And hopefully Palmer gets it eventually.
Well, you know what? As long as they win Chelsea trophies, I don't give a shit if they win the World Player of the Year or not.
True.
To be honest.
True. But I want to flex. I want to flex on Ronaldo.
I mean, it's a brag, but I mean,
Well, I'm not being funny. I prefer the kind of records like Drogba's got. 10
Yeah.
finals, 10 goals. I don't
Almost
over a
there.
Ballon d'Or. You know what I mean? Because one thing about the 10 finals, 10 goals means something. Yeah, I don't think the Ballon d'Or means too much if you don't really win off the back of it, really. And I'm not being funny. Bless him. I feel bad for Rodri as well because he's just won the award and now man's out for the rest of the season. So it is a bit of a kick in the teeth to the poor soul. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll be happy.
I didn't hear a word he said then. Did anyone else?
I said like Roger would be happy.
Well, he'll be back. For what I heard about Rodri.
Did you see Arsenal faces like they finished on the Ballon d'Or list? Their players finished.
Where do they finish?
They finished in like around the 20th position.
Where?
They finished around the 20th positions for the Ballon
And
d'Or.
where did we finish?
Palmer got 25th.
Oh, there you go then. The fact that
Tottenham
Arsenal
finished
players have
around
ranked
roughly
higher
the
than
same.
City and Madrid players who have won trophies is a shambles.
We finished around roughly the same place. You know what's funny? When we won the Champions League 3 years ago, now like all of our players finished higher than Arsenal players right now. No, that is.
Well,
Yeah, but
like we said, it's not quite.
trophies matter.
Well, yeah, like it's a popularity contest. Well, I think we all know that.
Like that award has as much meaning as like the WWE title. Like, all right, cool. We got it to this guy from this month to this month.
Popularity plus like winning the important trophies at that time that matters. So like if it's the World Cup year and you win the World Cup, that could win you the Ballon d'Or. Or if it's an international tournament year, that could win you the World Cup. Like,
Well, the thing is, all you need to do is just look good for a bit, and you're in there for a shout.
How he won the Champions League and La Liga. Rodri won the Prem and the Euro. So if Vinny won the Copa America, he probably would now have the Ballon d'Or. So.
We'll see. But look, folks, JPT, you're going to be at work on Wednesday, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna try to watch the game at work.
Yeah, because I'm going to be at home on Wednesday, so hopefully I'll be able to do a watch along for that. But we're going to wrap this up because the last couple of episodes have been a couple of hours long, and
yes,
I've got building work going on here in the morning at 8 o'clock, so I need to get my head down soonish. So we're going to wrap this up now.
JPT, are we gonna, because this season now, whenever we are about to end the stream, JPT speaks about something. So take it away, JPT.
Well, he isn't going to think about anything this time because he's not drunk.
I don't know. I mean, I'm also just kind of tired, to be honest. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. Besides, it's one of those ones where we can all flex on Wednesday night if we win anyway. So there you go. Because we're going to Wembley again. Hopefully we won't lose again. 50-50.
Wembley. Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United.
Just don't face.
How dare you sing that, TT? How dare you?
Just don't face Liverpool, and we'll be fine.
As the Reds go marching on.
What an arsehole. Never mind. I'm kidding. Great stream. Love bros. No homo. No Diddy settings to you too. DJ Crane. We're never going to stop. I'm kidding. Big up
You can't
to
touch
JP.
this. You can't touch this.
That's deep. We've gone from Diddy to Ike. No, I'm kidding. No, but big up and everyone. Well, I don't know if Prime and obviously TT can make a watch along on Wednesday. We're just gonna have to see how that all flips out. But but everyone, big up to you guys. Thank you for joining me and me and JPT as always.
Mhm.
Has anyone got anything they want to drop out and let anyone shout out to anything before they got anything coming up between now and Wednesday? People need to be like Ruben Owen. Southgate in, Southgate in. You know you'll go in the bin.
Let's see.
And you know it's where it's not seven deadly sins.
Well, I'm not being funny, Oris. Like, you know what I mean? I have to say, it's you got Southgate's in the running, isn't it? You guys love to cop on like a romance story. I'm Southgate.
It's between Amarim and Sim. Oh my God, Jim Ratcliffe's boy, Graham Potter. So you're gonna have
Oh yeah, that's
Graham
true.
Potter replacing Voldemort. It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
and let's take a moment to remember Ten Hag. That's out of the way.
I rate I rate Ruben Amorim. Like he was.
Oh, everyone does.
Yeah, Umaran is a good coach, but that doesn't necessarily mean Man United is going to work out for him, man.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. Man United fans getting like happy and gassed about it. It's fine. Not going to win a parade, but you guys were also happy about Ten Hag. Man City want Amorim to replace Pep. The same talk happened when they appointed Ten Hag. Oh, Man City wanted Ten Hag to replace Pep. So all I'm saying is, don't ruin another potential.
Well, that's why I fear for Almiron Ghana, because it's one of those clubs, right? Because one thing about it is people used to say that Chelsea used to buy trophies. Man United are a great example of you can't buy trophies. They've tried with loads of different managers, loads of different philosophies, and lots of money, and it's just never worked out.
Because United will have a good first year, and then in 18 months, 2 years time, we'll be sitting here saying, "I'm
new manager bounce."
He's the worst manager we've had post-COVID. They said that about Oli. They said that about Joe. They said that about Van Gaal.
New manager bounce, then a new manager to bounce.
And I know but it was only 24 hours ago. Ineos were the worst owners in the world. But now they sacked Ten Hag, and they're potentially getting Amorim. They have the best of them. I'm curious to see what happens. I really am.
So am I. AFC always says if Arteta was doing the same job at Spurs, then the same top gooners would be the first to point out a lack of silverware. But when it's at their own door, they ignore the blind bias. I hear what you're saying about that, AFC always, but no offense, bro. You're only seeing what the rest of the Premier League see and why we laugh at Arsenal now. So I'm not being disrespectful. That's not me trying to be horrible, but you know what I mean? Like listening to Arsenal talk about how great they are at the moment, it's kind of like when you listen to the smallest person in the playground talking about how strong they are. Everybody could kick your ass. Just go, it's peak for you guys. Now you guys have got injuries, and you've got so many commitments as well in terms of the cups. Because that's the problem with what's going to happen with Arsenal, isn't it? Because of their injuries, that's even a greater excuse for Arteta to chuck all the other trophies other than the Premier League in the bin, and then put everything into a race you know you're not going to win. So I'm not saying that's what I want to happen or I believe that's what's going to happen, but from the pattern of what I've seen of Arteta over the last 5 years, you know what I mean? Like, that's the joke thing. We've been crap over the last 3 or 4 years, and over the last 5 years, we've still won more trophies than you. It's crazy. Because I'm not being funny. What you want to argue? A Community Shield and what else have they won?
That was it. With this team, FA Cup under with Emery's team, because that's when he replaced him.
So and we've got and all the way back in Tuchel's, they were almost 3 or 4 years ago now. We won a European Super Cup and we won a Club World Championship. Equally as not the European Super Cup was cool. Yeah, and a Champions League, but that was that was under a different ownership. So and we have to kind of use more toward. I don't know, man. We're both kind of screwed up at the minute. Like, in terms of we're getting more over stabilization because we're getting the players fit again.
And you mentioned the Super Cup and the Club World Cup. That was also under the old owners as well. So I'm just mentioning.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the thing is, I said a 5-year period. Was the Champions League? That's 2000. It just be stood on 4 years ago, isn't it? 3 years ago, or 4 years ago soon.
Like I said, that 2019.
But it's the ref's fault, not injury. 16 out of 10 transfer window. 16 out of 10 transfer window, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna get. No offense, bro. We're half the reason why we laugh at Arsenal fans is because half of them are paid to talk shit, and the rest of us know it. That's why we laugh at the gold bridges or goldfishes, if you know him like that, or there's football terraces or whatever else. Yeah, man, because these guys are
Football
paid.
terrorist. That's
football
crazy.
yeah, there you go, football terrorists, man. Like as I call them now, because I used to really like that channel, but then it just, yeah, you can tell money takes over, can't you? Yeah, sad.
Money
Times.
will always lead the way, innit?
Um, I just,
Well,
I would just prefer to listen to a Jazz speak over an Egal any day. Like,
well, Gal will talk shit because no matter how bad
saying
Arsenal are,
that's just what. No, he'll pick them up, and then once they lose, then he'll bitch and complain. But then after that, then he just goes, "No, we're gonna beat you because this and that," and it just sounds like a
you know, you
small
said about
version of Ty.
bro, you know, you said about the WWE thing about how the Ballon d'Or's like
That's
the
just how it
WWE
is. Yeah,
title.
it's
Like
just the one kind of
same
promo.
thing, right? Someone like a gal's like Jimmy Hart. Come on, baby, you know you can do this, baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of like esque character. You could be the worst villain in the world, but he'd still say, "Come on, baby, you could do this." You know what I mean? Like with glasses and a microphone. You know what I mean? Would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Cashier?
Yeah,
If you know,
but you're
if
right.
you
Like
know,
the
you
ones that
know.
get picked, it's just like who's real, who ain't.
Well, realistically, if you want to analyze it and deep it and pause and actually look at it in perspective, the only team in the Premier League that shouldn't be screaming absolute murder that they haven't won anything is Man City. Everybody else should. And this is the one thing I hate about the Premier League now, right? Compared to what it was 20 years ago, right? When a team used to win the league back in the day, they were everybody's target. We want to kill you. We want to slaughter you. We want to take you out. We want to replace you. Nowadays in football, a team where, oh, look at the league winners. I want to be just like them. I want to be like Pep. No, I fucking don't. Like, you know what I mean? It's just when like you used to say that to be the man, you had to beat the man.
Mm.
But nowadays, if you're not the man, you copy the man. Yeah, I don't understand it. The way it's put in perspective nowadays. You know what I mean? Because unless you were winners, you got told to shut up. So
It's
like,
kind of just losing identity, just more so like okay, who's it? Like you mentioned, who's the top, and then how can we imitate that? Let's copy their playing style. Let's copy like their scouting strategies, or it's just everyone's just it's not individualistic anymore from what it feels like.
no, it's not. It's bandwagon. What the hell's he got in his hand? He's got his phone.
The fuck?
Come off the screen, bro. No joke. I'm kidding. No, but it's true. Like the individual, particularly in clubs. Like, you know what I mean? Clubs used to have their own identities now, and it's a shame because we had a more European style to everybody else. Arsenal was like more the short tipper tapper, like, well, with the British version because they'd cut you open in like 3 or 4 passes. Liverpool were like the swashbuckling and you sort of like disjointed, but they had their European adventures. You know, Man United
Newcastle
were
as
Man
well.
United, Newcastle, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
they had an identity.
Like they had they still do, but transition.
Also, I
don't
mean,
know.
it's just hard to see. I mean, maybe just if Eddie Howe had a healthy squad, maybe you could see it. But I mean, yeah, now it's just like, okay, who can we get to imitate Pep?
Yeah,
Who's gonna be our next inverting whatever? Who wants to identify as a new position? Go ahead, like.
Who else wants to put a defensive midfielder at right back? Oh shit!
Yeah, you're a number 10, but we're gonna put you as something we just now called a 9.5 or a 10.5.
As Tuchel said, you need to find your half spaces for sure. That's the one I never thought. When coaches started saying half spaces, yeah, that's when I knew things were getting peak, very big.
What, you don't
But
like
never
the term
mind.
half space?
Pardon?
You don't like the term half space?
You don't like the event half spaces?
Whoa, it's not that I don't like it. It's just like I do think the fact of the lack of specializing in roles is what kills players, because they can play as a defensive midfielder okay or a winger okay, but they're not jack of many trades, master of none. You know what I mean? TT, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Mad little boy. What are
It's
you
called sign. It's called sign language.
Well, I don't speak, so you could be telling me to go like bun myself or something. I don't know. Crazy guy. Sorry, Prime.
He's sending gang signs out to us.
You're sending gang signs out. Yeah, of course, because TT looks like your top like Jamaican gangster, isn't it? But look, we're gonna wrap that up.
Yeah, dog.
What a mad guy. But look, big up JPT. Hey, JPT smoking tea, getting high, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Across
Yeah, but my eyes been burning, man. My eyes been burning.
You look like you're getting ready to go to bed, bro. Like you're just chilling in the dark. That's mad. But look, big up to Prime.
Let's
Big
have
up to-
conversations in the dark, man.
See, look, he's sending out his gangsters to his babes. There you go. Prime's laid it on you. Pause. But look, boys, big up to you guys. Have a good one. We're out of here. Big up to everyone that's dropped in. And then all the late comers like AFC always and like Leroy and Oris as well. Big up to you guys. Good luck at United. No, I'm joking. Stay safe, people, and we are out of here. Peace.